Hello and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 4. Today we'll continue on Let's Play. This is episode 224. In today's episode we are taking a look at the last century Speed Legend Speedway event. For that we need a Speed Legend from the last century, and the car for today is the 1995 Roof CTR2.
Oh god.
It's not front wheel drive, dumbass.
It is if you turn it around. Can't argue with that.
If you turn it around, it's still rear engine rear wheel drive, but you're going the other direction.
I shouldn't really paint this yellow because the last roof was yellow.
Okay, you've tried taking a corner normally.
Paint it black then.
I want it painted black. I've seen a red door. That'll do. That's quite a nice colour. Anyways.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's quite pretty.
Bam bada bam bada bam bada bam bam bum 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 bum. I seen a red door and I want it painted black. Look at the wing. You can move the wing from the. Okay, let's not do that. Instead, because it's a roof, we need more power. So
they take off the roof spot. Oh, that's nice.
Oh my god, you can reduce so much weight out of this.
That's actually a really nice detail.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that doesn't send you insane.
No, because roof spoilers suck.
Do they?
Get it? Because they suck air up.
Go away.
Yeah, kind of. No, kind of. That's basically how it is.
Yeah.
Because the underside of a wing, and I guess a spoiler, kind of does more of the work. Well, no, a spoiler doesn't. Never mind, he's talking rubbish again.
Skin him alive.
I wish I could.
I'd like to see you fucking try, little bitch boy. I'd put you in the fucking ground.
You would. You'd murder me. I won't even pretend.
Raised on the hard streets, my friend. Anyways. Let us do this. Last century Speed Legends. The fastest cars from the 80s and 90s battle on the oval. Slight issue with that. The only cars you can use are from the 90s.
Well, no, they could be talking about cars that were originally produced in the 1980s but continued production.
Can you name any supercar from this era that was produced from 1980 something to 90s? Bear in mind,
F40.
last century Speed Legend. The F40 wasn't. No.
No, it was 89.
It's like XJ220, EB110, Ferrari F50, Buffy
F40
Ruffy.
was produced in that range, though.
What?
The F40 was like 80 something to 90 something, so you could technically have a 90s one.
Actually, I think the F40 in this game is 1992.
Ooh.
So there we go.
Peace.
I think it's the American one. I could be wrong. I don't really care. There's a Diablo behind us.
Ooh.
There's a. Is this four-wheel drive or? I don't know.
It's rear. It's 90s.
Oh god. It doesn't launch very well compared to all the McLaren F1s, which are here.
Is it the car's problem, or is it your right trigger finger?
My trigger finger's pretty good. If you'll ever play Call of Duty with me, you'll see.
Yeah, that's easy because you just slam it down. You don't.
No.
Finesse or skill.
You finesse.
You
There's
finesse an
semi-automatic.
AR-15.
There's semi-automatic rifles in that game.
Okay.
And before you ask who uses them, everyone at the moment, because they're all trying to level them up for fucking gay-ass Warzone. I play Warzone, it's a free-to-play battle royale. Yeah, I'd rather chop my fingernails off than install that. I hate battle royale, it's so boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more boring than being sat here. Without saying something.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being sat in a call with these fucking push snuffers?
Fucking hell.
Being sat last night for 9 hours.
Do you know I had a
Being
comment? Do you know I had a comment the other day?
Did ya?
What?
Oh, I had a
Was
comment
it?
this morning, and to be fair, I'm not calling the guy out because he said he liked the content, which is fair enough. But I got a comment from a guy saying, "I don't like what you said about Ireland in this video. It's like an old GT4 video." And I was like, "What the fuck? What? I don't really hate the Irish, so why would I say anything about the Irish?" So I looked through it, Oh no. Oh, okay, it saved itself. Anyways, so I was like, okay. So I skipped through it, only to find out it wasn't me who said anything about Island in the first place.
Oh fuck, who was it?
Torrent. He says if you drive a pickup truck through Island, it'll get burnt out. I didn't say that. He did. So I just commented back. I was like, I didn't say that, lol. And he was like, oh well, I still watch the videos. It's okay. I was like, I haven't replied anything back. I probably should, but I'm just like, stop trying to get me into trouble for shit because I didn't say it. I like the Irish. I like the potato farmers. What? That's what they did. They farmed potatoes. I actually feel bad for the Irish because they were actually true victims of slave trade. They were actually the least valuable slaves in the world, apparently, at one point.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's an insult.
No, that's what they were.
Yeah, I know, but that's still like a really insulting.
We treat
fact
them
to have.
fucking awfully.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, I don't know if the Welsh did.
Wales is pretty lucky that it's managed to be completely submissive and pretty nothing for the entire world. Let's be honest, if you ask the entire world what Wales is, they'll just say Tom Jones. So
Yeah. There's worse exports to have.
yeah, could be Gilberts
What?
or Gilbergs, Gilberts, whatever they are.
Gilbert.
No, Darrens. Sorry, Darians.
Oh, yeah,
You can't say any of the car companies.
Gilbert
Yeah,
was
no, I
Scottish,
like-
wasn't it?
What?
Gilbert was Scottish, wasn't it? Oh,
know.
Gilburn, sorry. The Gilburn invader.
Yeah, that's Welsh.
Yeah, no.
No, is it? Well, yeah, at least the world isn't driving around in Gilburns and Darians.
That's a shame,
It'd be even
actually.
better if it were.
It's that difficult to confuse Emil and Torrent. Exactly, I'm very successful and Torrent's my bitch.
I genuinely confuse Inferno and Torrent quite a lot.
Yeah.
There was
They don't sound
maybe a week.
succinct to me.
Oh, to me, like genuinely, a few weeks ago, Torrent came in here, and like I wasn't really talking to him anyway. Like he was just sort of you and him going back and forth. But for the entire time, I thought it was Inferno until I think you said his
Torrent's got
name.
like a way deeper voice than Inferno has, though.
They do, but to me, they just have a similar accent.
I
They all
always
just kind
think
of go together.
Azza and Inferno sound a bit similar.
No, I don't see that at all. As is way too high pitch.
Yeah, no.
I know, yeah, exactly, but Torrent's way too low pitch.
I don't think he is though. Compared, I think they're
Every
closer.
film
Maybe
from around Brummie sounds basically the same. Torrent's from like down south.
is he?
Yeah, he's like Cambridge area.
And he sounds like that.
Yeah.
Are they meant to be educated there?
No, they're not. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots in Cambridge. That's no offence to anyone who lives in Cambridge, I'm just saying.
Well, no. If you're there at one of the universities, we know you're not. But otherwise,
Well, no, if your uni students are fucking stupid, but that's a different point.
well, the Cambridge ones usually are because they're really pretentious or something. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's not make judgments before I've gone to university.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say you could end up over there.
who's-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Feeder was
No,
a
I
Welsh
couldn't.
export, but no one knows about that.
Yeah, later.
Go there.
No.
He's gonna go to
Why?
Newcastle Uni
Yeah,
and get
totally.
taught by Adrian. He's gonna get taught by Adrian Newey how to
Don't even joke about that. That's horrible.
design diffusers.
I'm not. No, I'm thinking of staying in Wales. To be honest,
Isn't
Why?
Adrian Newey Newcastle?
I don't know or care.
Actually, no. Him and Clarkson apparently used to be around.
Yeah, they
each
went
other.
to Repton or whatever it is. I remember
Yeah.
school, but that's mostly because he got kicked out of it
Yeah,
for setting off the same loudspeakers.
yeah. He said
Shattering some, like-
Clarkson said he always used to copy his homework. So.
No, what was it? It was like described by Jeremy Clarkson of all people as the loudest sound he's ever heard. When he basically there was like a
I listened to the
School
loudest
party or
sound I've ever
something.
heard twice yesterday, and that was that fucking volcano going off again because it ended up in my recommended again. That volcano is loud as fuck. Did you know it
Krakatoa.
deafened
Yeah,
everyone within a 40-mile radius?
Yeah,
I mean,
Really?
If it didn't kill
I
them.
know, I know it destroyed a lot of things, and
No, it
picked up
destroyed the entire island it was on. It killed all like 36,000
Yeah.
people on the surrounding
Yeah.
3 islands
Yeah.
because it just went boom.
To be
That's
fair,
a bit of a
Yeah.
bother.
And then I think it went as bad as changing the color of the sun up in England and shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it changed
With
the
the
colour of the
flames.
sky. That's what the screen is, apparently.
Did it make the sun go red like it did?
Yeah.
That happened recently, didn't it? Not recently, but like a year or two ago, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. The last volcano I remember going off was that one in Iceland that like
Iceland,
grounded
yeah.
all the planes.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Unfortunately, in the UK, we're basically like the most sound country on earth from weather phenomenon, so we're pretty alright.
We had the most boring one, but at the same
We
time,
literally
it's
don't
quite-
get anything. We don't. I mean, we've had a few earthquakes, but they haven't really been massive.
They aren't really.
We get like minor ones that like sort of, oh, my potted plant shook a little.
Well, there's a guy who broke his pelvis, but that was like the most. That was like the last one I remember having an issue. But that's just
Version
because
tried
his
to stick
house
it in
fell
one night.
apart.
Oh, I thought like a crack opened up and he.
My dad's
thrown up
house did that
TNT.
once.
What?
It snowed and the entire roof fell in.
Oh fuck.
Nice.
That's why you don't buy shit houses, kids. That's why you don't buy shit
Yeah.
houses in rural villages. Oh, rural England's so nice. No, it's not. It's shit.
Also-
Every part of
also-
England's just really shit. It's
Yeah,
literally
go to
just shit.
Wales.
Yeah. Yeah, go to Wales, catch fucking diseases and die. That's the most useful thing you can do as an Englishman. Oh look, the Diablos are being useless.
I don't disagree.
Poor Lamborghini Diablos. It's
Why
almost
did I
like
have
they
that,
were
actually?
one of the weaker supercars of the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Diablo doesn't do much for me.
I think it's a cool looking car.
Like, yeah, it's alright. I prefer it to the Countach, but I mean, like, compared to everything else that was out in the 90s, I mean, F50, come on.
I don't
Yeah.
like the F50.
F50 was
No.
way more dramatic, though.
Yeah, 50s.
I think EB110 might be. Oh no, F1 would be.
F1's gay. Fuck the F1.
I mean, what I'd do is I'd get an F1 and then remove the passenger seats.
I hate that fucking centre driving position bollocks.
Oh, I'm sure it's awful on the roads because you can't see around parked cars and whatever. But I like the idea.
You're implying people daily of an F1.
Yeah, people do. That's the insane part. They're
Yeah,
like,
Rowan Atkinson, look how that ended for
Yeah.
him.
yeah,
Crashed it
Rowan
twice and
Atkinson,
still
I
sold it for
think-
20 million.
But that's exactly why you don't do it.
Oh no, boost!
What?
Bikealoos aren't making a Le Mans hypercar this year.
Oh no, who?
Sorry, how did you pronounce Bikeholes?
Bikealoos.
Yeah, they're the meme team in WEC, basically.
Yeah, I know.
And no, I mean, Forza. Actually, you want to know what WEC is. You know the long racy people?
You know the
No.
24
The
hours
what?
of Le Mans?
Yes.
That's
I
the only
imagine-
race that matters. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Okay.
imagine they did that at the other tracks, but for less.
No,
sometimes.
they don't do that over tracks. The only one anyone gives a fuck about is 24 hours of Le Mans, and you know that's true.
This is true.
Literally no one cares about WEC.
Yeah.
This is true.
Hence why every single car that's raced in WEC, or like, for the most part, like Nissan names it the LM. Like, yeah, that's where it's showing up. That's what it's doing. Do you know what I've just noticed with this car?
What?
Boost, maybe you can shine some light on this.
Oh no.
Right, it's a Porsche, obviously. Like, it's got the little
Yeah.
engine cover thing. But there's actually a grille in the wing. Like, there's an intake in the wing.
What could that?
Exhaust cooling?
They're probably funneling the air downwards. Also, I've just noticed that. What's this called? The CTR2.
Yes, Roof CTR2.
Hold on.
I think this was Roof's attempt to make a daily usable car, if I remember rightly.
Also, I've just noticed there's a spoiler. I think the spoiler might actually, the roof one has like a slot gap in it. But, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a tiny little gap in it.
Oh, I've just seen the most amazing wing on a CTR2.
Oh god.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There was actually lots of roofs at this time. There was like the CTR2, the CTR2 Sport, the CTR3.
I still think that had more drag, the roof spoiler, even with that slot there.
I think the CTR3 now is that like weird thing they built on their own, which is what turned into the Lycan Hypersport. I think it was a elongated Cayman chassis.
A Cayman chassis, nice.
I think that's what the I think that's what the CTR3 was, and that became the Lycan.
Really?
Yeah, in response, by the way, is the amazing wing.
Listen, I only care about Le Mans when Toyota wins. So. Oh yeah, that wing. Yeah, that's an evolution of an earlier design that they had where it was like a giant proper wing.
Oh yeah.
How all cars should be.
Don't even have a cat that can surf the internet for you, what?
I have literally no idea what that vent in the... Wait. No. That's too stupid.
Oh god.
Okay, so I think... Right, if I'm understanding correctly, the entire spoiler is hollow. That is there to take air in and funnel it into the engine bay.
That's
Right.
incredible.
Yeah. So, well, it's got to be doing something. But I think I've seen there are like some intercoolers.
Right. It is
I'm not sure-
turbocharged.
Yeah, I'm not sure if those... No, that's just a CTR, not a CTR2. But there's got to be like some... Yes, there are two intercoolers behind the taillights. And
It
that's
does not
what
say
they're
that first colour.
funneling air.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah. I think it's not quite the same, but it's... Get the idea from...
See, this is why I like Roof, because Roof are just mental.
Wait, what I was saying is there like intakes on the wing?
Yeah, there's a big hole in the front of the wing.
Yeah,
if you look at
like,
the picture I've shown, you can see the intercoolers as
yeah,
well.
yeah, but yeah, I mean like the 993 GT2.
No, it's...
Yeah, but the idea is the same. You get what I mean with the wing.
Yeah, I
intake.
guess, but they kind of made more sense because they're off to the side and further forward. I think.
I'm trying to think what the Roof's equivalent of. They're a bit like the
assisted
German
suicide.
version. They're a bit like the German version of Barth from like the 60s and 70s, where they were just mental.
Basically, well, they're like Alpina.
Nah, Alpina's quite sensible when you think about it. Roof's just mental. Roof's like got
What?
a TVR style attitude to them.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, Alpina's busy putting turbos on inline sixes.
Yeah, Alpina's like basically my idea if I started a tuning company where it's like we make it slightly quicker, but we also add wood. Well, as Roof is just like, I can't go fast.
It's basically me versus you starting a tuning company.
I'm surprised you're not more of a Roof fan, to be honest with you, considering they did some crazy stuff back in the 80s.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what it is.
With like the yellow bird and that fucking Roof that they gave a mustache to for no reason.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird that they just. Do
They added a
nothing
front
for me.
intercooler to a Porsche, I think, and it had like this weird like
Oh no!
Bischoff grill to it. It was great. It looked, you know, like a French waiter. It looked like that. It's in Gran Turismo. I can't remember the name of it.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
It's brilliant. It's like Roof's just the most. Just,
What
Yeah.
gen was it?
I think it was 993.
I think they did.
I'll have a look on the GT wiki quickly because I know it's in GT2. It looked like a 993 in a fat suit. And it had a French Monsieur grill on it for some reason.
Yes, Roof BTR.
Yeah,
BTR2. BTR2.
BTR2.
BTR2.
I'm
was
posting the picture in
amazing.
response.
Oh wow, yes. I see what you mean.
It literally has a fucking.
No way is that for an intercooler.
I think it was. Or it's for some sort of cooling, which is like additional.
Well, it's
Weird.
not to keep your luggage cool.
No, it's because they were like, It's because a guy from Roof was like, I went to a French restaurant the other day. Waiter had funny mustache that should go on
What is
next
that
car.
accent?
What is that?
It's how Roof
What is
speak because they're not Germans, are they?
No,
They're
talking
too
about-
fun for Germans.
None.
I was about to say they're Austrians, but I don't think they're fun.
I don't know, Niki Lauda was pretty mental. I
No,
like
that's-
Niki Lauda.
that's-
Niki Lauda has the same approach to friendship as I have, where he just turned around and went, I have no friends. And walks off.
Last time the German had fun, meanwhile it ended. So they bet on it.
Yeah, they hired a guy called Dick Seaman to drive for the F1 team. Fucking Dick Seaman. I still find it amazing that his mother thought racing was dangerous, so she wanted him to be a pilot instead.
But when was that?
Which is a bit like saying, do you know what? Instead of being a bear trap maker, why don't you become a bear hunter? Dick Seaman, 1939, he was Hitler's favourite driver.
Oh, 19...
He
oh,
died
God,
at
in
Spa.
Yeah, but the thing is, she wanted him to be a fucking...
Yeah, she wanted him to be
God.
an aircraft pilot.
in 1939.
Yes. Well, this was before that happened. Again, his mother wasn't particularly approving of Adolf Hitler, but, I mean, people debate whether he actually believed in what Hitler was about, or if he just liked being paid and having the best car.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that flying a plane, even when it's not that about the wine that time, was fucking suicidal.
Yeah, but it's a bit like everyone's like, oh, it's like how everyone thinks like motor racing is like more deadly than being a footballer. It really isn't. Like 108 footballers a year die on the pitch, so
Yeah,
car racing's quite safe.
yeah, quite boring. I agree with Bernie Eccleston. It needs to be more treacherous.
Did you hear all his ideas? of, like,
Did you see that
they-
fucking one where it was just like, I hate the fact Fernando Alonso got out of his car so quickly. They should have
Yes,
put the
that's what I was
fucking...
gonna
That's
talk about.
amazing. I like
But he
that.
was like, such a terrible idea. Yeah, I know, for those who don't know, he was going to, like, all about hiding the scene of the accident so you don't have the drivers safe.
If Bernie was still in charge today, he would have probably, like, not announced Roman Grosjean still alive by this point. He would have waited until, like, next year so he can, like, come out in shock fashion.
Give him a wrestling theme entrance music.
Yeah. He, like, comes
He
out
walks.
to, Real American. Fucking the
Oh, did
mature mustache on that car. It's so good.
Did you see Grosjean's teammate in his esports thing? Because he's called Grosjean, his teammate was called Petit
Oh, I
Jean.
saw his fucking clips on Twitch. It's literally just him screaming at people in French and white. No, racing.
He's trying to fit in.
I don't think someone understands the point of a Let's Play. Anyway, let's move on. I don't think someone understands a Let's Play. Let's move on.
What?
Czech Republic. I mean, Nicholas Hamilton hasn't died yet, so... Oh, God.
And doesn't he have like things that should make him die? Maybe.
Should make him die? Are you saying you want him to die? Fucking weird. I'm not gonna go...
Okay,
he's a shit driver,
mean-
but I'm not gonna go that far.
I mean, I see what you mean, and God, yes.
Yeah. Brain cells are hard to find in this part of the country.
I'm going to die thanks to you.
Can't believe that. You're such an awful human being. I can't believe you'd want poor Nicholas Hamilton to die.
Who would want that?
Wouldn't that be great if Lewis's fucking contract negotiation for him to choose the teammate is just a ploy to get him to choose Nicholas Hamilton for 2022?
Hey, you know Toto.
He likes the idea of Ham being the best performing and worst performing driver on the grid at the same time.
You know that Wayne Gretzky, the stat in ice hockey, where it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Gretzky brothers are like the best performing brothers in hockey history, where like together they've got a combined 2,730 goals or something.
Yeah.
And it's like 2,726 of them Wayne Gretzky and the other four of his brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So it's basically
Yeah.
like Michael and Ralph.
Championships.
Yeah. To be fair, at least Ralph. Okay, he only got like 6 wins, but to be
Hey,
fair,
Ralph
wins
actually has
one.
brain power these days as well, so I mean, you know.
Oh god damn it.
I think he goes up to Michael and goes, oh, who's actually winning?
Oh no! Oh no!
He did it, fucking.
Oh,
Oh my god, okay, right, no. Okay, I've got an idea now. Right,
no.
if he ever becomes aware of stuff but he loses all his memories, maybe Ralph's gonna convince Michael that he's actually Ralph.
Yeah, but you see the point. I think
He's
people
like,
will-
yo, you remember when you drove for Williams?
I think people will know.
No one's gonna tell them. Ralph's
Yeah,
not gonna let anyone know, and Michael's never gonna say his own name until like the final, like when he's on his deathbed, and he's like, oh, "I'm Ralph. I'm so ashamed," and everyone just turns around and goes, "What? Wait, what?
No, you're Michael.
Je m'appelle Michael.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle Michael."
Everyone's
What's up?
going to look at him and be like, "No, you're Michael." Wait, what? That fucker lied to me. Find him.
Are you kidding me? I thought I scored points in the Jordan. What is this? He never scored points in the Jordan, did he? No, he didn't.
What? He finished second in a race.
No, he didn't. No, Ralph did. I'm on about Michael didn't get points in the Jordan.
Oh right, yeah, no, he
Michael's been with like 3 teams in his entire F1 career.
Yeah, Benetton.
Benetton, Ferrari, Mercedes, that was it. And those
Really?
last 2 was just because Ross Brawn existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like Lewis, he's only ever been with 2 teams.
yeah, a one-engine supplier.
McLaren, Mercedes, and Mercedes. Or like how, I don't know. I think Alonso has technically been with the most teams at this point now. I think that's what the
No.
race article. He's been with the
those-
most teams twice out of everyone on the current grid.
Yeah, twice because he's been with me. I mean, he's been with Minardi, which is still there, even though they are not called Minardi anymore. He's been with Renault
Twice.
3
Ferrari.
times now, kind of, almost.
Yeah, 3 times actually.
I mean,
Yeah. No.
three now. Yeah, 3 times with Renault.
2
once
times
with
with
Ferrari.
McLaren and then once with
Yeah.
Ferrari. Yeah.
God damn it!
Remember when he was over to return to McLaren because they had Honda power?
I mean, I don't.
I think in truth they just really like Max Verstappen and see him as a kamikaze pilot from World War II, so that's why they like him and gave him the best engine. Because as we all know, Honda has the best engine in F1.
I mean,
Fair
their engine isn't
Can't
bad.
dispute
but
that.
I think the problem. Honestly, I think the real problem.
Mercedes?
Technically speaking, I think if you balanced out all of the team... Actually, no, Renault would technically be the best engine supplier last year when you think about it.
When you
If
average,
you average out
point,
the finishing positions, yeah.
I don't know. Let's do the math. Someone probably has actually.
Well, McLaren and Renault were what, 3rd and 5th.
Hold on.
Mercedes
Yeah.
was Racing Point 4th, Williams 10th, which kind of
Hold on.
ruins it.
Are you talking about positions or points? Because I'd give.
Positions.
No.
I'm doing
Boring.
simple gay boy maths. I mean, you can do points if you want. Well, no, there's no point in doing points because it'd be lol Mercedes, but because Mercedes
would it
got
though?
like
'Cause you average
Mercedes got
out
what,
three.
like yeah, but Mercedes got like what 75% of the points that were available. Some bullshit.
I don't know. F1 2020.
I think Hamilton's
Give me a go.
currently averaging what 14 points per finish, which is
It would be though,
third.
because they've got Williams dragging them down with 0.
Yeah, but
573
I mean
plus
Renault might be
2,
better in that regard. I don't really.
195.
Cameron didn't really score all that many points, remember, because that battle for third was like stupid tight. It realistically should have been Racing Point, but it wasn't because Lance Stroll has no consistency.
And his car kept falling apart.
And has no consistency. He's the one who got, like, decided he was ill at the Nürburgring for no reason. And then, get back! Showed up in the seat and won. 8th.
I've made similar noises to that when vomiting.
That's how you got to say, get back! We got vomit.
I felt sick myself as you made that noise.
Get back!
I actually feel a little bit of sick coming up as you say that. That's amazing.
I actually do have the same sick motion as I do that. If I did it 3 times in a row, I would be sick.
Prove it.
I can bake.
I had half the soul the previous ones.
Yeah, I know. Don't do a 360 LP marathon. That's my one thing to you. Don't be Rhino GT4. Don't do the Forza marathon.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan.
Rhino hated that so much he hasn't done a Forza game in what, 4 years?
I mean, to add something to
he hasn't
that,
done Underground 2 in. Oh wait, did he do Underground 2 in the end?
He did.
He did. When did that happen? I don't remember that.
I mean, let me check, but
because he did Underground 1 5 years ago. I don't remember him doing Underground 2.
let me check. Wait, Underground 1 was
I don't even know what he's doing now. Is he just doing NASCAR again?
GT3 for now.
Oh yeah, Gran Turismo games. I forget he does those now. Last stream I showed us to was the F1 one. So.
Yeah, I mean, let me check his playlist.
Got 5th place in a Williams. Then again, it's because it was wet and also that track, the AI are crap
I
out.
say that he did Underground 2, but I may not have done it. Completely sure.
Nico. Yeah.
Rhino GT4. Underground.
Yeah, don't do it for just for you.
Okay. Yeah, if
Don't
you have
do
a
it just for
checkpoint,
me.
Mercedes destroys everyone. I'm doing positions now.
It did Underground 2.
Honda's second best, and I didn't even bother with Ferrari because I don't think we need to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. I watched some of.
Oh god, this isn't the final lap. Let's not do that.
2018, Emil. So you missed a lot.
Oh no. Damn, how will I ever get over it? I mean, I could just watch the playlist. But how will I ever get over it?
So
How did he even format that anyway?
I don't even know. I can't. But yeah, apparently it was talking too loud. Heard someone hitting the wall, and I from them.
Okay.
I hate my life.
Oh, that's why you went quiet.
Yes.
I was trying to decipher what you was just saying.
Oh, I'm talking that. Let me.
That works.
Try to get, yeah, I mean, yeah.
ASMR loader.
Yeah, ASMR. I'm just not used to that shit.
Get some sound deafening.
Nah, I can't.
Actually, don't, because the last streamer I watched who got sound editing just said he had to pay $2,000
I mean,
Nice.
because he, for some reason, decided to be really smart and attach it to the plaster, not the wallpaper.
Oh, for
And
fuck.
anyway, yeah,
I also can't because it's not my place.
yeah. Neither was it his. That's why he did it. He doesn't own his own place because his ex-wife took him for all his money when he went off to Iraq.
Sorry, what?
Long story.
Cool.
Oh, review marathon? Yeah, I mean, do game reviews because they get views. This shit doesn't. Essentially what you do for this is you just play games for long periods of time and not get much out of it. But it takes no talent, which is why I'm good at it. Anyways, speaking of which, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time I'm going to be taking a look at the Tuners of Japan Speedway event. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going.